He don't feel like he really got anything from the show. Not love, barely even friends. Like he said, he can't even trust Johnny. So it's just like, what was his point of coming all the way to Fiji? Hey, loves, it's your girl, Lisa, man, y'all. Welcome back to my channel. So you already know we're back with Love Island Games episode 12. Let's get straight into it, y'all. So I definitely agree with my girl Justine. She's like, look, I'm not even gonna stress about this too much. I played myself because I should have known better, and the boys is definitely running this game. Even as Sydney was crying, and at least y'all, we figured out who Sydney was crying about. Because remember last review, I'm like, was she crying about Zay or the fact that she had to choose Tyreek? But basically it was the Tyreek thing, but I thought it was more so choosing Tyreek because what he did to Justine. But it was she had to choose Tyreek because of her partnership or whatever, Toby. So yeah, how do y'all feel about that? And it is sad because unfortunately, as we've seen, Marvin ended up going home anyway. So it's like all the tears was, yeah. Seeing that Sydney like even was doing this big old crying, that she had to pick Tyreek because of Toby. It is given that the boys is running this game because at the end of the day, it's still like, duh, you have to be coupled up with somebody for the challenges. But at the end, one person is going to get the money. And remember, we'll see if they even choose to split it with you or not. So it should be everybody for themselves at this point. Okay, Tyreek and Justine, how do y'all feel about that whole situation? He is crazy, y'all. Even the fact that he's like, I'm going to have to do some damage control and fix her breakfast. Like, do all these things is no. But I'm happy Justine peep game. And she's like, no. Obviously, right now, we have to still be in a couple with each other. So let's just get through these challenges. But all the other stuff is scratch. Like, a shame. Like, literally, did you get me back? Okay. Is you good with that now? Like, damn, can we move on? Because that was very much petty. But that is Tyreek for you. I don't know if I can even remember about Toby and Casey, them having a beef on Love Island All-Stars. Y'all, it's been, I watched so many Love Islands. Anyways, but obviously, like you see, they don't like each other. Even how Toby mentioned it. So we'll see how that turns out in the end. Because to me right now, it's really UK versus USA. But if like two people from UK and I get along, like Toby and Casey, then what do y'all think about that? Because I don't even think I seen Casey even speak to Toby. So the beef must be real because it's giving no interaction. And speaking of Casey, how do y'all feel about Casey and Gabby finally having their conversation? Like, they don't care. It's good that they left off on good terms and it's not no bad blood or anything. But yes, I guess there's nothing really to say about that. They said they left off on good terms. They both down here to get this $250,000. Casey, do I think he sees anything there with Nicola? No, definitely not romantically. So I don't know. We'll see how they do in tomorrow's challenge, even about their connection in the games. Because how do y'all feel about Casey in the games? He seems like he is not prepared for Love Island games. So if he gets in a duel, I don't know how that'll go for him. Do y'all see it for Gabby and Johnny? She did say he was sexy, but after all these girls was like telling her no, and then after seeing tonight Andreina getting kicked out, it's like, no, I can't really trust him. Even Marvin saying that obviously if Johnny didn't stand up for Gabby coming in, that's why Gabby was like, what's going on right here? Because everyone would have been safe. Like, it just left it up to America voting, not like, yeah, it was like a ripple effect, okay? Because it's given that you can't trust Johnny at all. Even Marvin saying it as well. So I don't know if Gabby will try to pursue that romantically too, because it's like, I'm too wrong. Why like even get invested in this if I know he's going to end up playing me too? Even the conversation with Andreina and Johnny, like, to me, he is just a manipulator. He's like, you wasn't left out of the loop. I very much had this conversation with you, which yes, he did express to her that she wasn't that good in the challenges, but she did say that she was going to get better. And it wasn't given like, okay, well, that was like the end of that conversation and I'm moving on. So I still feel like she was blindsided, but he gives like, he controls the conversation. He's like, no, I told you what it is. You shouldn't be mad at me. It's ridiculous that you're feeling this way. Like, yeah. Johnny, y'all think Tyreek is like, yeah, he's like the little immature Johnny, because Johnny is definitely the big dog when it comes to like the manipulation with these women. Like, no. Even at the end when he pulled Andreina for a chat, it's like, ooh, you know, I still cared about you. And like, no, he couldn't even get a conversation out of me. And he definitely would have not got that hug. How y'all feel about the duel? Are y'all happy that Garby and Kendall won? I mean, it would have been awkward with one of them going home. We would have seen, because we did see the conversation with Kendall and Garby. And Garby's like, what if we both go in and what if I go home? And he's like, well, it is what it is. It was nice to get to know you. So it kind of would have been like, to see if one of them would have lost, what would have happened. But obviously, like Kendall said, girl, we still staying for this $2,050. Okay, how do y'all feel about Marvin and Andreina going home? It's sad because Marvin just got here, and then I get like he don't feel like he really got anything from the show. Not love, barely even friends. Like he said, he can't even trust Johnny. So it's just like, what was his point of coming all the way to Fiji to leave like that? And I do feel like if Johnny didn't stand forward, then like Sydney wouldn't even have to choose like Tyreek to not be vulnerable. You know, like it just, yeah, Johnny really messed it up. So if you think about it, if I was all the Islanders, I would not be trusting Johnny at all. And honestly, I'll be trying to get him out next. And with Lucinda, I get it. That's why I said it's UK versus USA, because Lucinda is like, all the girls are basically talking stuff about my homeboys, but my homeboys have been loyal to me. But it's like, of course, y'all from UK. Y'all from UK Love Island. Because at the end of the day, if I was a girls and I see Lucinda really has like the boys side more, and then that's why I'm saying they just really need to notice like who alliances is really with who. Because don't be talking around Lucinda if she's gonna go tell the boys like the little game plan or whatever. But anyways, that's my thoughts on tonight's episode. Y'all come back for tomorrow's review. Stay blessed and loves.